it's Mark Albert. Thanks so much for being with me today. We're going to talk about the Ontario government. There's a really special program on the electricity, and depending on your income and how many people live in your house, you can get a credit on your ongoing electrical bill, and that's important. So let's take a look, see if you qualify. I'm going to go over it really quickly, leave links below that are important so you can do more research and make it happen for yourself. So it's called the Ontario Electricity Support Program, so OESP as an acronym. And there's important to know, it's Ontario government, but they have two programs and they're different. One program is Ontario Electricity Support Program, and there's another program which is different. It's called the Low Income Energy Assistance Program. And I just want to briefly explain that so you know. The one we're going to look at today basically provides ongoing monthly bill payment support for lower income households, okay, customers. Whereas this other program, the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, is basically a one-time support for low income customers who are in arrears on their energy bill payments and they're facing disconnection of their electricity service. So there's a one-time amount there. I have another video that you can learn about this program if that one applies to you. And the link for that one will be in the notes below. So the program we're going to look at is about the ongoing monthly bill payment support for lower income, so lower households. You might think you're lower income, but when you look at the math and they're looking at after-tax income, you may say, wow, I can get this. All right, so just pay attention to the end and I'll give you all the details. So in order to apply, you must be the account holder of the electricity bill. So my son's an adult, but the bill doesn't come in his name, so he couldn't apply for it, right? And you need to live at the address it's applying. That means that, let's say I am an investor and I have multiple homes that I own and I'm renting them out. Well, I don't live there, I rent them out. So the people who rent those homes out, they can apply, but you can only apply for your home that you live in. So all household members who live in this service address 6 months or more of the year must be listed on the application. And that's important for qualifying purposes because there's two factors that are important to qualify. And the first one is how many people live in the house. The second one is your combined after-tax income. So let's say there's 2 adults or 3 adults. The combined after-tax income, and I'll show you the math in a moment here, is what you use, all right? And I also have a link below that's going to have frequently asked questions so you can learn more and you can figure out for yourself, all right? So this is how they work out the math, the after-tax household income. This is how they do it. You take your net income, and that's line 236 on your notice of assessment. So you get your notice of assessment back, or that'd be the line on your T1 Generals, line 236. Whatever that income is, the net income, you multiply it by 87.82%. I don't know why that's the percentage, but that's how they do it. Okay, so for this program, that's how they're figuring out what after-tax income actually is. So you'd be surprised to think you might qualify when you're not necessarily a low-income person, all right? So this is how the numbers work. So if you, based on that math, if your income is $28,000 or less within the household, and you're just living alone, you're renting, okay? So you could qualify, and there's up to $45 per month off your bill. That's a lot, okay? So number of people, so if there's 7 plus or 6 people, all right? So if you're between this income bracket or this income bracket, right? Or the higher one is around $48,000 to $52,000. So when you do the math on the after-tax income, you'd be surprised. You might make a fair bit, but then your net income with their equation, and you might qualify. But for the larger income here, you need to have at least 5 people living in the home. So if that's your situation, then you need to apply. That'll help you. This is where you apply. I'm going to put this link below, but it's basically OntarioElectricitySupport.ca. I'll put the link below for simplicity. Just click on it and you'll get there. Now, if you have more questions, real easy, you can call them, and in Ontario it's toll-free because it's an Ontario program. You can email them at help@OntarioElectricitySupport.ca, or if you have a hard time hearing or if you're deaf, here's a text service. So you call this number and then you can text and you can communicate that way. And to talk to them, it's available 8 in the morning till 9 at night. So it's a good range Monday to Friday. So this is important stuff. So the way I see it, if you can save money and there's a program that's available, take advantage of it. Listen, thank you so much for being with me today. Really appreciate this. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.